we heard some taunting voices in the woods. We scramble for Kerr's gun and remove it from the case. Meanwhile, Kerr and Swain come on board, and Kerr, seeing us with his gun, says, "The Mayberry sheriff and his deputy in action. I never asked who was Don Knotts." We pass mile marker 643. We have now traveled 400 miles and are 600 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. In the late afternoon, we dock at the low-key Greenville, Mississippi Yacht Club. We all have a great meal on the casino barge, and I climb my first levee. We leave Greenville early in the morning. It stays sunny all day. This is the first true Huck Finn day. We have become relaxed about passing barges. We are now part of the river's flow. Here's Greg doing his best Huck Finn impression, letting the waves hit him while he sits in the front deck chair. It all makes me think of Twain, when Huck Finn and Jim complained about the big waves as the steamboats went by their raft. We pull into Vicksburg and dock at Admiral Peggy and Captain Dave's marina. Once they learn my museum background, they show me their Jefferson Davis memorabilia. This is the start of the Civil War happened yesterday territory. We have another good casino meal and our first crawdads. Life can be good on the river. We leave Vicksburg early. One stretch of the river is so hazy I feel like we are traveling inside of a cloud. The sun comes out, and after 100 more Huck Finn miles on the river, we arrive in Natchez, Mississippi. We dock next to the Mississippi Queen, a 5-story paddle wheel boat. The captain of the Mississippi Queen graciously takes time to give us advice. The captain urges us to stop at Baton Rouge. He recommends we follow the Port Allen Channel west to Morgan City and then back to New Orleans. He reasons that this route is more in keeping with our spirit, as the route from Baton Rouge to New Orleans is crowded with ocean-going vessels, and our raft will just be treading water in their huge waves. North now, and I'm going to pan, and I'm going to show you where we're going to go eat tonight, which is right across the river. We've met a couple of nice people who've given us tours of their own personal plantation and their family. And we're going around. We're on the deck of the second floor of the Under the Hill Bar. Tuttle has evolved into our communicator, and he negotiates our dock space with Miss Rita and our sleeping quarters with Big Andre. Staying overnight in the Mark Twain room at Big Andre's Lower Natchez bed and breakfast was a real riverboat captain's experience. We toured the Mark Twain room. Great tours of the town of Natchez. A young couple from Upper Natchez wants to hear all about our journey and invites us to their family's Greek Revival mansion on a bluff overlooking the Mississippi River. We are treated to a southern meal featuring the best pork medallions I've ever tasted. We leave Natchez early in the morning with the words of Big Andre ringing in our ears. These boys are not tourists anymore. They're river transients. Natchez, the crew of the Spirit loves you. 4 hours south of Natchez and averaging 19 miles an hour, the Mississippi River the way we envisioned it. But the river gets rough as we approach Baton Rouge. We leave the Baton Rouge skyline for our first lock.
Yes, this is the Spirit with a 24-foot pontoon. We're looking for somebody to help us. Over.
William, what is your destination anyway?
We want, our destination is New Orleans.
Once inside the lock, all of our preconceived apprehensions disappear. Coming through the lock, we are lucky to meet Captain Pat Dempsey of the Army Corps of Engineers. He advises us on how to travel through the Port Allen Channel. Our 24-foot raft has just been lowered 40 feet in a lock built for a 1,000-foot barge. Once out of the lock, we follow the tree-lined channel to Floyd's Marina.